Hello, passionate educators and future teachers. I'm Dr. Abel Magongo, and I bring to you over 25 years of teaching experience across Botswana, Eswatini, South Africa, Kazakhstan, and England. Welcome to Teaching Beyond Borders. In today's video, we are diving into a critical yet often underutilized part of the lesson, the conclusion. This is the moment that helps learning stick. Why the lesson conclusion matters. The conclusion of a lesson is not a time to introduce new content. Let me repeat that. No new content should be introduced here. This phase is for consolidation, reflection, and preparing learners for the next learning step. Please, I often say to my teachers, start with a focus, teach with intention, and end with purpose. The conclusion gives you, the teacher, a final opportunity to anchor understanding, check for comprehension, and create meaningful closure. A typical conclusion should last between 5 to 10 minutes. That is of your lesson. Should last 5 to 10 minutes of your lesson. Whether we are teaching in South Africa or Singapore, in England or South Africa or Eswatini. This rule of thumb allows learners to reflect, consolidate, and transition effectively. I want to discuss now 7 essential components of a powerful lesson conclusion. The first one, the summary of key points. Briefly, recap the main ideas, concepts, or skills covered in the lesson. Briefly. For example, you can say, today we explored how to solve linear equations using the balancing method. The second essential component, the checking for understanding. Teachers, ask 2 to 3 purposeful questions to check for grasp. Try a class discussion, quick quiz, exit ticket activity. It's very important for your lesson conclusion. Encourage peer questioning. You can say, turn to your partner and ask them one thing about today's topic. Let's come to the third essential component of a conclusion, the real-life applications. Link the content to learners' lives. Example in mathematics. You can say, understanding percentages helps us when calculating discounts while shopping. Let's come to the fourth essential component of a conclusion, the preview of next lesson. Give a teaser. You can say, next time, we learn how to solve equations with variables on both sides. This promotes continuity and curiosity. Let's come to the fifth essential component of a conclusion, the reflection. Invite learners to think, pair, and share. You can say, what is one thing you learned today? And how will you use it? Use journaling or reflective prompts in a learning journal. The sixth component or essential component of a lesson conclusion here, the assignments and next step. Clearly outline homework, assignments, or any prep for the next lesson. Be precise. You can say, complete exercise 5, question 1 to 5 on page 23 by Wednesday. You can write it up on the board or you give them a slip. The seventh essential component of a conclusion, the positive closure. Acknowledge learner's effort. Say something like, you really worked hard today. I'm proud of how you tackled those tough problems. Methods for concluding a lesson. There are 5 of them. First one, quick quiz. 3 to 5 questions. Can be oral, can be written. Second, class discussion. Ask open-ended review questions. Third, learner-led summary. Invite a learner to summarize the day's content. Fourth, think, pair, share. Students discuss and summarize with a peer. The fifth one, reflective writing. 1 minute paper or exit slip. We can ask, what was the most important thing you learned today? 1 minute. What not to do in the conclusion? There are 3 things. Do not do them. 1, do not start new content. 2, avoid rushing. Give learners space to mentally wrap up the lesson. Third, never skip the conclusion. It signals to learners that every learning experience matters. Thank you for joining me in this third part of our series. Remember, a strong conclusion is what transforms content into long-term understanding. Plan it purposefully and execute it with positivity. In our next video, we'll explore writing smart lesson objectives, how to write learning outcomes that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. See you next week, Monday. And don't forget, the way to end a lesson can leave a lasting impact. Thank you.